Hello, this is Scott Anderley, and this is the second part of the tutorial for the CHER and the features within the CHER. In part 1, we left off at the General Physical Status section within the CHER product. I would ask that you go into the General Physical Status section of the CHER, take the window or the URL window for the YouTube seminar and place it off to the side so you can see the window as you continue on with this tutorial in the General Physical Status section. Now, what I'd like you to do is scroll down a little bit and you can see the various areas within this section talking about balance, ambulation, bladder and bowel function. You can see hand dominance. One can put the cursor over the small block on the left hand side and click on it. If you want to change part of that sentence, all you have to do is click on the down arrow, scroll down, click on either hand. That will become part of that sentence. If you want to add on to the sentence, you can click into the box beneath the hand dominance, either hand, and you can type in what you'd like to add on to that particular thought. Now, if you need some help, for instance, if we were to check off balance and we didn't know quite what to do in the balance section of this particular part of the report, we could click on the Need Help button to the right. And what we'll do here is we'll describe to you some of the things we might think about as we put this information into the report and give you an example of what may be included. In this particular case, it says the client demonstrated normal balance when sitting at bedside. However, when standing or ambulating, she has marked decreased coordination and balance. The client has a tendency to lean to the right and has left side neglect. The client is unable to stand more than 60 seconds before needing to hang onto a fixed object. That's just an example of something that you may want to consider when you're working on the balance part of your report. Now, to have that window go away, you click on Need Help once again, and it goes back away. Now, as we scroll down, if you want to add on another item to the General Physical Status section, you can click on Other and create your own titles and put in your own additional information. If you don't want to use any of the above, you can just use the Other button and put in whatever information you would like. Now, once again, if we hit Next or if we hit Back, it'll save the information automatically. We're going to click on Save at the moment. It'll take us back to the page that says Create Report. We can scroll down and you can see that there is a check mark here in front of General Physical Status. Now, as we go down, and let's pick a different section. Let's go to one of the larger sections. So let's go all the way down to the master bathroom. It's towards the end of the list. Put your cursor over master bathroom and click on it. Once you're into the master bathroom, I want you to scroll down after it's populated, and it may take you a few seconds for this section to populate up. You will always want to have a high-speed internet connection. That's what makes it go. That's what makes it most functional, is a high-speed internet connection. Scroll down once again. You can see the different recommendations, and all you have to do is go down to a recommendation and click on the small button to the left, and that sentence becomes part of your report. Now, when the CHER produces its reports, in the end, they will look professional in nature and they will flow from the start to the finish. In this particular case, the second recommendation down says, I recommend that a 5 foot by 5 foot clear floor turning radius area be made available to the client to allow them access to the vanity in the master bathroom. If you want to add on to that particular recommendation, you can go ahead and type in or just talk to it if you have Dragon 10.0, and it will become part of that recommendation. It will be added on to that recommendation so it flows nicely within the report itself. Once again, you can always hit your Need Help button and get a helpful hint from what we might want to think about in that particular recommendation. In this particular one, it says you will need to consider space relationships within the master bathroom. To turn 360 degrees, you will want a 5 foot by 5 foot space for a manual wheelchair and a 6 foot by 6 foot for a power recline wheelchair. Each individual client will need to be assessed. Just a little helpful hint as you're looking at a certain recommendation. Now, as we scroll back up, I want to show you something here. It says right here above your professional added recommendations and or observations, it says upload images maximum 5 MB. Click on that for me at the moment. It will open up a window into your computer. At that point, you can go down, you can look at and go into your folder that says shared pictures. Once you have this, you can boot up the samples of these JPEG images and go over to your thumbnail, click on thumbnails. It will bring up the pictures so that you can see this bathroom, the pictures that you have taken with your digital camera when you go out and evaluate the home. Double click on the picture and up will come the picture file name, and you can put a caption underneath the picture. So you can type in whatever you wish. Figure 1 demonstrates crappy looking bathroom with such and such a barrier. Hit your save button. Go ahead and put in another one. Just click on upload images. Go back, click on another picture, put it into your report. Click in there, figure number 2 demonstrates, and hit your save button. Now, if you want to change the position of the pictures, go over to the double bars and it will be the drag handle, drop and drag. You can grab it and you can switch positions of your pictures. If you want to see what your picture is, if you forget what it looks like, you can double click or just double click on that picture and it will come up large in nature. Now let's get out of that window. We're going to click out of it. Here we have the 2 pictures. As we scroll up a little bit further, you can see up at the top of this section of the report the Need Help, Resource Directory, Image Gallery, and My Gallery. Now what we would like to do at this point is click on or take your cursor up to the Resource Directory. Click on Resource Directory. It will drop down a window, and that window will have categories that are alphabeticalized that have specialty product companies, manufacturers, or service companies that provide for universal accessible design within the home environment. As you scroll over to the ADA grab bar companies, click on Ponte Giulio. That's P-O-N-T-E Giulio, G-I-U-L-I-O, USA. Once we click on this, it will pull up a window, a profile window. And this is a company that is in the CHER that has products that they manufacture. And they're a bathing company or a bathroom accessories company, and they produce things like ADA grab bars. You can contact those people from the information provided, or you can go directly out to their website. By clicking on their website, it will go directly there so you can look at their products while you're doing your home evaluation report. Now at this point I want you to click out of the box or the window, scroll back up, and put your cursor back over the Resource Directory button and click on it. It'll take away the window, and now we're ready to look at the image gallery. At this point I'm going to stop the second part of this tutorial on the CHER features. Please continue with part number 3.